but it's okay. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Oh yeah. Holy crap. Oh, I know why. Hold on. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, well, I'm just going to take this out. I think I let this piece die, so hopefully the freaking fan is not going to be crazy. Alright, I'll just take that out. I was really wanting to use my I haven't got to use my microphone very much, but I got it there in front of me. And as a matter of fact, let me give y'all a little something, somewhat a little something to look at. Some highs in the background. Oh, can someone be my boyfriend? I don't know, man. I really think that you have to ask yourself, why am I that desperate? And only then will you be able to heal whatever it is that's hurting deep down inside to come up on a YouTube live and ask for a boyfriend. I mean, no disrespect. Anyway, I'm so glad to see genuine content, man. All the love to you, brother. Appreciate it. Oh. Alright, so we're going to do all this with a little razor blade. And what I'm doing is, alright, hey, Caldwell, it's all good. Bias crayfish right on. Appreciate it. Caldwell did not like that response. It's just the truth. It hurts. Alright, so what we're doing, this bear is going to be made into a bear rug. And I'm gonna remove this pad right here, and I'm gonna expose all this paw. And I am right on Wolf. I'm gonna call you Wolf. I can't read all that. Wolf Arcus. So I'm going to remove all the bone from this paw, except for the claw. And as you can see, those fingers are pretty long. We gotta get up in there. So this is what we got. That's what we're starting with. And I'm going to split all the way down the middle right now, up to the top of the pad, all the way to the fur. Alright, so as I do this, I'm just gonna be explaining it. It's a bear. And so we're gonna cut through this fur. I'm gonna show you. And then I'm going to split this pad. Some people leave the pad on there. I don't care to, and it's just gonna be very hard. So that's what I've done so far. Just split that pad. And now what I'm gonna do is take my razor blade and trace around this entire pad. Alright? Just right on the edge. Just make easy little cuts. Easy little slices there. One reason why I don't leave the pad too is it's a lot of work to leave the pad, one. And two, if it's laying down, you're never gonna see it. So you're doing all this freaking work for nothing. So I just get rid of it. I mean, you're never gonna see it. It's not even really there. My new favorite creator ever. Right on. What? Scott Byler's at work, deleting. I don't know what it was, but oh well. I guess it's gone now. So, you know, I'm just going around the pad. I just split the pad in half. So I'm going around each separate half. What's up, Delaney? So I'm going around it, going around it, going around it. You don't have to worry about cutting too deep because there ain't nothing there. Alright, probably can't see it very well, but I've gone around the entire paw. Alright, now what I'm going to do is just peel it off, cut it out. I'm doing it. I would use my scalpel. I only got one blade left. Speaking of that thing, hold on. Hold on a second. Oh. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere. I ain't gonna lie. I really can't remember what I did with it, but it's okay, because I do all this. So if we didn't pull the pads off, quick summary, how would we keep paw padding? So you would just have to tube it out. So like the next step is to peel this off back here. You would just do it as a whole. You just peel it all back as like the whole thing, all the way up to the claws. Once you get to the claws, you would continue to do the same thing I'm fixing to do. So If you wanted to leave the pads on, you would just have to skin this paw all the way up to the claws. So not you know, not terrible. And it would the only thing that makes it difficult for me is like I'm working on 7 bears right now. That'd be 7 bears to have to, you know, get all, like the pads got a lot of fat on them. A lot of fat. I'll show you. No, this one don't have a lot. Terrible example, but it's whatever. It makes it easier too to get the claws out with it not being on there. So that's one reason for me too, because it's not really a quick process for me to get the claws out. Luckily, I only got these 2 front claws right here, but you do have a lot of fat on here. You can see the pad there, and then everything above that dark layer is just fat. All right, not terrible to get off. What's up, Cullen? Good to see you, buddy. How many years you been doing that? Man, since I was like 12, maybe younger than that. I'm 35 now. So however long that is. I've always wanted to get into skinning and learn taxidermy work, such as amazing and underrated skill. Yep, I agree. You see, man, I got bears right there. That's a deer hide. I got 2 bears sitting up there. Those are tanned and oiled right there. So they'll be going in my fur tumbler soon. And then I've got a bunch of critters that have been salted and some have been tanned. And we're just awaiting them to dry. Waiting on them to dry. And so that's half a pad gone. We're going to remove the other half of the pad. This is only if you want to remove the pad. Which I wouldn't, if you're tanning the hide and you're not going to mount it, I would encourage you to go ahead and remove the pad, because there is no need for it. Like, you'll get done and lay that thing down and be like, dang, can't even see it. It's just, like I say, it's way easier to get to the claws, because you don't want to leave no bones in the fingers if you're going to keep the paws on. You want to take all the bones out, because I guarantee you, around every claw, the hair is going to slip. Guarantee it. I don't care if you put it in a pickle bath. I don't care what you do. The hair is going to slip. There's the other half of the paw. Hi, dude. It's cool that you are a monster for animals. Dude, I'm like savage. I'm a monster. I'm going to give you a 1,000-yard stare. Alright, there it is. Yeah, dude, I hope it's cool. Check that out. 0 pad. Montier. You gotta get up that hooked on phonics for that dude. Yeah, no, the smell's not bad, considering I can't smell very well at all. I can smell a little bit, but not very well. So now what you're gonna do is just skin it, like around the edges, skin it. Appreciate it, Wolf Arts. Man, hey, dude, when people come on here and start doing this stuff, man, I live for it. I freaking live for it, man. I'm not a witty person, but I'd like to think I am when it comes to these retards. I mean, these people. Sorry. You know, a lot of people don't like that word. I'm sorry for using it. But it was just what came to mind when I thought of whoever sent that comment. No, I didn't kill this. It was brought to me to tan. Delaney, come on. Minnesota, love the work. Where are you from, bro? Right on from Minnesota. I'm from Arkansas. In Arkansas. Born and raised. I like going crappie fishing and making sandwiches and long walks in the woods. And tanning hides. I like the tan hides. So now you see, we've exposed that. So that's what we started. We had the pad on there. We took the pad off. Now we've opened it up, man. We're getting somewhere. Now we're gonna take the back side off. And you're just skinning it. I'm gonna take a little bit more of this. This is a bear hide, and I'm taking all the skin off of its paw. I live up in the country in the northern Minnesota. I wish I could learn that stuff. Good money up here for that. Oh yeah, man, y'all's prices are way different than ours. How often do I stream or post? Man, so it's at random. Like I kind of took me a little break for about a month, and so hopefully I'll be able to stream every week. And it's just whenever the hides are ready, man, I go for it. I'll do a live stream. And the only time I stream is if I'm fleshing, I'm skinning, or if I'm finishing some out, because it's really not a lot to do when you just got hides in a pickle bath, or if you're taking them from the pickle bath to the tanning bath. Like, that's only about 20 minutes worth of work, so it wouldn't make for a good live stream. But when I'm finishing hides out, or running a bunch of hides on my staking machine, that takes a lot of time. Or if I'm fleshing them like this right here, skinning and fleshing, then it takes a lot of time, and so I'll do a live stream. I really like doing live streams when I flesh hides, because I'm just sitting here, you know what I'm saying? And I can look at the screen easily. Yeah, it's a real bear. From Korea, what's up? What's up, Critter? Get up! Man, we're working on another bear. Critter Getter. I read every comment on at least like 3 videos, man. Oh my gosh. You got some, if y'all need to go check out Critter Getter on Facebook and on YouTube. Got a killer channel. Big time trapper, and you probably learned something from him for sure. But it's Facebook. We got videos of him catching critters, hence the name Critter Getter. And the comments, man, are gold. And they're freaking gold, man. Y'all say what's up to Critter Getter. All right. Yeah, we got this bear. This is going to be turned into a bear rug, a mounted bear rug. So this is going to be cool. So we got to do some different stuff on it for sure. But we're going to get it done. Oh, yeah, that's right. Critter getting that ice bath. Oh, come on. My brain was turning off. Is Oak Ridge doing an ice bath too? No, I didn't hunt the bear. Colts Outdoors, that you got a channel, bud? So what we're doing now is I've skinned it all the way down to the pad, or to the webbing of the paws. Once you get around the webbing, you want to quit trying to just go straight down across the whole thing. Now you're going to have to go down individually, each individual finger. Because if you keep going straight down, you're just going to slice that webbing. You don't want to do that. If you make a small hole in it, it's all good. I wouldn't be ready for no ice bath either. But you just want to go down in between each one of them individually. There's where the webbing starts. You can see where it's stretching apart. So I like to start on the outside. Any side you want to, and I'll just work my way in. So just tediously go in there. And once you get into these middle fingers, that's where the fingers get real long. It's just kind of a tedious thing, man. It really is. But if you can just get down in there, and separate the tendons, that's when separation is going to start happening. And that's when it's going to expose more of where that joint actually is. But I'm trying to, keep pressure on these fingers. It's hard to do. You can't really see in there. You just have to just take it easy. Hey, we're gonna go get something. I need a C-clamp, and I've got them out here from Flushing yesterday. I'm glad you like that background collection. I got way more coming. I got critter getters hides, and that's gonna be cool. I'm fixing to string them up and get them separated so I can get on them. I got several hides thawing right now. Like these are hides that we fleshed yesterday on the live stream, and I got some other ones salting inside. These are bears, one deer, but bears that they ain't got the head or the paws on them, so those are gonna be easy. It's like doing a deer hide. The only difference is the intense degreasing on bears. Got to degrease the freaking crap out of them. Yeah, you do. You sure do. I've been listening to George Strait. South Carolina, think about yo hunting. Would it be worth it to practice for a newbie? Yeah. It'd be cool, man. Anything's worth it, especially if you want to do it. I had to get some water. Oh yeah, man. Okay, got the C-clamp. This is one thing I like to do. Because you want to put some pressure. You want to pull on these bear paws. Just a little bit. So you can get up in there. Put it on a C-clamp. Make sure you got enough out to where you can still turn it around if you need to, whatever. So I'm going to kind of go in between this webbing of these paws a little bit, give me a little bit of slack. Even though this bear mount, or this bear hide is going to be turned into a mounted bear rug, the only difference I'm going to have to do on it is when I split the eyes, I'm going to have to leave it instead of cutting it off. When I split the lips, I'm going to have to leave it, and I'm going to have to clean up the meat on the gum line that I removed. I'm going to have to clean it up a little bit, and that's easy to do with that flushing machine. Or with that mini flesher, man. The mini flesher, y'all, man. That thing is freaking awesome. So you see what I'm doing here? Working that paw. Working that paw. Just kind of go in and around that knuckle. I just take real small slices, man. I ain't in no hurry right now when I'm doing this. Alright, so I got the top separated. We're gonna come in here and do the bottom. And there's one. Can you see that finger? That knuckle was connected directly to the paw. Let me get this up here so I can see what's going on. Y'all can kind of see me better. There we go. That's it. That's how we're gonna do it. Oh yeah, dude. They always say possums eat all these ticks and crap, but they really don't. What is it, like 5,000 ticks a year or some bull crap? I had a pet possum once. He ran away. So now, if I ever see a possum, I'm gonna kill it. Alright, first thing I always do, man, is when I'm starting them, is just go ahead and cut that bottom tendon as far in there as I can. Alright. Let's see. Oh, right on, man. Look at that. Y'all helping each other. Well, I tell you, you do enough bear paws, man, your freaking hands be hurting. It's real tedious, tight. It's like, it's in such a small little area that you're just gripping the freaking crap out of this thing just to try to expose his knuckle. And I promise you, man, if you ain't never done this before, you'll probably put some holes in them. Because it's hard to not know where you're at inside of here. Like, where's the pad? Where's what the heck? But you just gotta stay focused on a small area. Like, I used to not use a C-clamp to help me pull them, but now I do, and it helps a little bit. You just kind of have to do this back and forth motion. There we go, we're fixing to yank it out. We're gonna go left-handed. I'm also trying to make sure I, keep out as much tendon and ligaments and whatnot from the inside of that claw as possible. So it's doing clean work, is what I'm trying to do. I've had people tell me it takes too long, this and that. But man, I'm over here trying to do a good job. Like, you don't want to cut it out but leave a bunch of freaking bull crap on the inside of there. And you're going to a little bit, but not, you can make sure that you take off as much as possible. Like all that gooey bull crap, all that's off. What's up, 991? So we are working on a bear hide here. Yeah, we're taking we're skinning the paws of a bear right now because they want the claws left on. So we got to get all this bone and all this other stuff out. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on this other side to kind of balance it up because it's just wanting to pull on one side now that I've got two claws removed. So I'm gonna just kind of get up in here, start taking this thing out by severing the bottom tendon. Just like that. We're just separating the knuckle from the finger to the claw. Just separating that knuckle. Just like that. And we got two more left. Right on, 991. Glad to have you, bud. So we'll just work down these other claws here. Telling you, having the C-clamp holding it down for you, that's a game changer. Kind of working on these two fingers simultaneously here. There we go. And so you're gonna see that looks like a freaking human hand, kinda. But it's not. It's bare. So we took it all. So that joint, that's where the claws came out. Oh yeah, that's weird stuff, man. I mean, it's like, what the freak? Alright, but anyway, we did that. So let's check it out. Oh yeah, we went all the way up in there to that claw. So when we go to flesh it, now we can get all that stuff out and all that. So we got another one to do. This one looks like they didn't split this one at all. So it's still tubed, so we're gonna continue to split it. We just got to get everything lined up, make sure that we don't split it wrong. there's that paw. And so what we want to do is split it on the back side. And that's what we're gonna do. Man, you ask me any questions you want, dude. That's what this is for. So is there anything like meat past that area? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh well, like in the claws, no, not really. I mean, you got fat in the padding you're going to, and you know we're not able to access that. But all the skin's exposed, so the hair around the claw doesn't slip. So, but everything in the padding, it'll all be okay. Like the padding will get real hard right here on the claws, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. So what we want to do? We're gonna take this knife right here to start it. We're gonna line this bad boy up. Shove a knife. Well, maybe not. Maybe we'll just use this. I was worried that knife wasn't going to be sharp enough. Alright, get it started like that. Yeah, it will. You make sure you put it in a pickle bath and everything, and it'll all be all right. So we're going to do our best to go straight down the center of this bear. I actually wanted to C-clamp this one side so I can put some tension on it. I'm just using the center of the pad to guide how I'm splitting this right now. Alright. And I'll let this bear hide fall in a pickle bath. Because bears are notorious for slipping. So there we go. We just split that right there. So now we got it more open. Oh yeah. And I'm going to get a new razor blade. This might be a dumb question, but is that a bear first time here? No. Not the first time here. We done mini bear here. Man, this is kind of, I like these razor blades, but they're kind of hard to get out. I've been on the hunt for good razor blades, man. Like real good razor blades. I just can't seem to find any that are worth a crap. This is working though. Once we get done with this paw here, we're going to move to the face of this beast and start splitting eyes, lips, ears, removing cartilage from the nose. But we got to leave some cartilage in the nose so it can be tucked in for mounting. So that's really the only difference with this bear. The only thing that we're doing with this bear is leaving some of the stuff I would normally take off, and cleaning it up too. So I'll show you all that. Oh yeah, man. There's really just no way around it. It sucks. Like, I got bear hides outside that didn't have the head or the paws, and that was great. Like, that is fantastic. Like, I got 7 bear hides I'm working on right now, and it's nice to know that 3 of them don't have heads or paws. Hey man, the paws on that badger look freaking wicked. Those are gonna look cool. Yeah, I'm anxious to get started on those, man, on your hides. Critter getter. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, right on. Yeah, yeah. They look cool. When it's all done, I would if I was gonna tan myself a bear hide, I would definitely leave the paws on. Alright, I'm kind of getting a little carried away with skinning this hand prematurely. Another way to do it though, you know. I'm skinning bear paws for high tanning. So I just went ahead and went around here before taking the paw off. Now I'm just gonna basically just fillet that pad off. Yeah, a lot of bears came through this year, man. That's pretty cool. They're growing on me. I hated them for a while. I really just kind of was like, oh, like someone would ask me, like, do you do bear hides? And I'd reluctantly tell them yes. But now I'm like, oh, yeah, totally. You got a bear? How big is it? What do you want? Blah, blah, blah. So it's not so bad anymore. Just more money. That's all it is. Bear hides. They're good practice too, man. They really are. It's like doing all the furs, but just way freaking bigger. What's up, Morris 8034? I ain't killed many big deer. Like, I haven't killed any, like, huge deer. I primarily bow hunt, so I've seen a lot of big deer, but hadn't got a shot on one. But I've just killed some 8 points with my bow. I'm hooked up on a spot now that's got some real big deer, and I got a chance to see some this past deer season, so I've got some plans to get in there this coming bow season and put an arrow through a big one. I think I got them figured out up in there, as much as one can figure them out. Why would I do that? I'm just a terrible person. So, no, I'm not a terrible person. This is not awful. This is resourceful. It's not a deer. It's a bear. See, you don't even know what animal you're talking about. You don't even know what you're talking about, man. Here, keep talking though. It's great. What else? Oh no, it's great. Yeah, no, it's a bear. But no, this is just being resourceful, and we're tanning the hide. You know, this hunter got a crap ton of meat for his family, and he also wants to utilize the hide. Bear meat, to me, I'm not a fan of it. I personally wouldn't go bear hunting. I'm not a fan of it. And the main reason why I'm not a fan of it is just because you have to cook it well done, and by doing that, you destroy a lot of the heat-sensitive nutrients in the meat, and so it's really just pointless. I mean, to me, it sounds like we weren't meant to eat bear meat. So I just don't. Yeah, I'm not into it. I like medium rare. If I can't do it, I don't freaking want it. Alright, so we're just working down all the way to the webbing of the paws and around some of these fingers right now. See where I'm at? Getting down in there. Well, we got a whole YouTube community going on here. Everybody knows everybody. That's what's up. Oh, all right. So we're gonna get back to the old C-clamp, wherever it's at, right here. The old C-clamp, Old Faithful. Man, y'all for real about this ice bath, huh? Yeah, so I'm skinning the paws out right now. All the way down to the claw, and I'm removing the entire palm and fingers from this, so that all that is remaining of it is just the claw. Because if you don't, all the hair will slip and this hand will freaking just rot. We don't want that. Alright, there's one. We'll go ahead and come over here and do the other one because we're going to anyway. These fingers are long on these bears, man. They go deep in there, you know. Like I say, that's one reason I don't remove the pad on foxes or bobcats, any of the fur animals, but I do on these bears, man. But somebody straight up asked me not to, and I ain't had nobody do that. Thank God. Like I'll leave the pad on little critters. And man, on these big critters, I mean that's a long freaking finger right there. Alright, man. I'm so glad that we don't have the back freaking paws on this one, because woohoo. Like after this, we're going straight into the face. We gotta split the lips, ears, eyes, nose, all that, man. And I did that. I only had one bear to do that to yesterday. I got one bear to do it to today. Alright, pretty much all the top knuckles are severed. We're going to go through here and knock these things off one at a time. Sometimes you just gotta pull it. Man, bear paw. Freaking weird, man. Weird. I don't know, man. Probably some cold people. They were so cold, they was like, boy, that fur looks pretty warm. And then it started trending from there, and we just still do it today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does. It looks like a human hand big time. So that's what we did. You can see what's fresh from here up. That's what we worked on. And we completely have it boneless except for the claws here. So we're skinning bear paws in order to get it prepared for hide tanning. So there's no more bones in there except for like right where my thumb is forward. That's it. And even a lot of that pad is exposed down in here, and a lot of that will come out. So there's just the claw. That's it. For hot tanning, no. For like hide tanning, we're going to preserve the skin. So now we don't have paws on the back. So now we got to preserve. Oh, I'm sorry. What? We got to prep this face. And we're not going to do all the face right now. Man, if I could ever find where this thing splits at. Here we go. So basically this front portion of this bear is going to be treated as a cape. That's what it's going to be treated at. The rest of it, I'll just do like I normally do for hide tanning. But this upper portion right here, I'll show you. So we have our paws right here, one here, and one here. But from here forward, all this, it might as well just be a bear cape. All that right there. So that's going to consist of thinning it very well on this shaving machine right here, as if it was getting mounted, because it straight up is. So after I go from one task to the other, I just get a fresh razor blade. Right on, right on. No, I didn't kill the bear. Somebody brought it to me. So here, normally what I do is like on this nose, you have this gum line here. Normally I split this to access the nasal cavity better. And I normally split it because I'm going to remove all this, and I normally would just discard of it. Hey, thank you, 35. W35. Appreciate it. Not illegal, but anyway. So, but this time, since we need to keep this gum line for when it gets mounted, this gum line will actually get tucked up into the mannequin of the bear head in order to hold the lips in place and all that. So we're gonna go around and peel this all back as one piece, top jaw, bottom jaw, all of it, and it'll all just be off. So let's do it. So when I'm doing anything like this, I like to start in the corner of the mouth. Man, this is fun. I'm having fun right now. I am. All right. So, and I'm gonna take all this off, and I'm gonna clean it up at a later date. Like I'm gonna salt it, meat on it, everything, and just on these gum lines. All right. All this other meat's coming off. I'll show you. I'll show you. So what we're gonna do is actually this little bowling pin, half of a wooden bowling pin. I've used it for so long, just for the round part of it. It gives me a nice little work thing. Right on, man. Yeah, Critter Getter, Oak Ridge Taxidermy, and me right here. We're it, man. Just stick with us, and you're gonna be okay. This is a bear hide. I love that the three of us kind of fall into this same category of hide tanning stuff. Like, didn't expect to really find anyone else. Just didn't really know. But yeah, here we are. All right, so what I'm doing is just peeling up this gum line. It goes all the way around the mouth, all the way around, bottom jaw, top jaw. I'm gonna put this up. I don't think I need it. But I'm gonna go all the way until where it meets down here, as deep as I can into this mouth, deep as I can. That's what has to happen. And I'm gonna take my time on this, y'all, because this customer is a taxidermist, and you have a good heart, that's good. Oh yeah, no doubt. Harishi ate that. So this bear is going to a taxidermist, but she's been a really good customer, and I really appreciate her business and how much she brings to me. Like, it really helps me out a lot. I'm not going to do any better of a job than I do for anybody else, but I'm just saying, I appreciate her business. So now she, taxidermist is not going to need all that gum line. Truly, they only need a 1/4 inch of it. I'm going to leave probably a 1/2 inch to a 3/4 inch of it remaining. That way, because I don't know, how much of it she wants, but I do know that a 1/4 inch all the way around is enough. And so I'm going to leave, twice that. So I'm just carefully peeling this back. You see where I'm starting to peel. We peeling. You found a bear skull? Heck yeah. That's pretty freaking sweet. Was it in good condition or what? How was it? I had somebody that brought me a bear the other day. I'm finishing it up. I had to skin the head out on it, but they don't want the skull. So I'm gonna get to keep that skull, man. That's what's up. I just froze it. I got the skull frozen right now, but I'm gonna do a European mount on it and just put it in here. I ain't never had a bear skull. So I'm actually, like, when I get done splitting these lips, I'll eventually flesh them and thin them down. And it's gonna be real cool, man. It's gonna be real cool. This one right here, I'm excited to do it. I really enjoy doing capes, like knowing that they're gonna be mounted, and like I'm prepping it and getting it to where it can be mounted. I don't know, there's something about that I enjoy the heck out of. You could say I love it. You could. Yo, Wolf Arcs, man. Wolf Arcus, thank you very much, dude. That helps me out, and that goes a long way, bro. Oh, I gotta get a battery charger in here. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Let me go get my charger real quick, y'all. All right. Let me hook up a charger. All right. Yeah, so we're prepping a bear to be mounted into a bear rug. And we're splitting the lips, getting that gum line off. Well, I can't wait to get this one finished, man. Because I'm going to get this face super thin all around the head. Now I got a charger. Alright. So that's what that looks like so far. Like I said, we got to get all the way into the crease of these lips right here. All the way. Oh yeah. Alright. So there's that one side. Peeling that back. Trying to stay up to the skin as much as we can. Good love, brother. You keep the knowledge flowing, because if y'all don't, the next generation won't have survival skills. Real love, man, to you, Critter, and all you guys. Man, appreciate that. Thank you, brother. Heck yeah, man. It's good motivation right there. Good stuff. So once I get around the nose, it's kind of hard to go down, because this is around the nose, wanting to keep it up. So I'm going to flip over to this other side. And I'm just going to keep on going on these gum lines. You know, the skin is super thin around the face. So, you know, that's why I just go slow, man. I just go slow. Take little cuts. Ain't no hurry on this, baby. Oh yeah, right against it, man. That blue. It does. Oh, Critter Getter, you get a lot of practice. I'm gonna tell you, Critter Getter, you flesh so many hides, man. You skin so many and flesh so many freaking hides. It's impressive, dude. It's impressive. Like me, like this is, you know, I skin some here and there. But, you know, a lot of what I do is like this right here, which I would have to do this no matter what, because I removed all this anyway, so that I can get the face soft and yada yada. But the skinning and fleshing them, man, like, especially with a fleshing knife, like, crap. Like, as soon as I get done with this face, we're going straight to the pressure washer. I mean, yeah, straight to the pressure washer. I would do it any other way if I could acquire some speed, but man, I'm just too slow. I ain't got time. I can't be slow. So I'm just feeling a lot, man. I'm feeling where I'm at, you know. You could totally mess up right here and put a hole in it. And, you know, a bare face is a very sour spot to sew up a hole. It's just, I say sour, it's just not ideal because of how thin the hair is there, short hair. Appreciate that, Wolf Args. Man, maybe we'll get some people into it. But we both know that there's a lot of people that ain't into it, I'll tell you that. There's a lot. A lot of people that think that we're just freaking monsters for doing this. But that's not true. Okay, so we exposed a little bit more around that nose there. And we're taking it all the way into that seam. I mean, trying to go straight down the middle of it. And that way the taxidermist can really take advantage. Because like if we don't go all the way down to the seam of the lip, then you won't hardly be able to work with that. And you know, I know doing taxidermy work, I mean, the detail is where it's all at. So you need to be able to have access to every part of this animal's face, especially around the lips, because that's kind of where it's at. So we're going all the way in, man. Just taking our sweet time. Because I don't tan any capes for this taxidermist. And I feel like they've been testing the waters with me to see how I do. And so this is the first cape, the first animal that they want me to cape out. So I feel like they're testing me, you know? So they're going to be like, dang. That's what I'm trying to do. They're going to be like, oh, dang. All right. Okay, well, maybe, hey, you think you'll tan some of these capes for us? And I'll be like, yes. Whitetail capes are easier than a bear. From Florida. Raised in South Carolina, 2 babies of my own nowadays. And I love more hick southern survivals out here. Heck yeah. That's cool. Butchered everything on the farm. I'm a butcher. 3 days a week, man. I work at a slaughterhouse. What's up, Mr. Electricity? Alright. We're gonna Alright, so this is kind of a tricky part right here. Right here below the nose. Y'all was bear with him. like possums. Just get you some salt, get you a 5-gallon bucket. Get you some Dawn dish soap. You can go on True Bond Taxidermy, or you can go on Pro One Taxidermy, or McKenzie Taxidermy. Get you some liquid safe acid, and get you a paint on tanning solution, and then go watch some of my videos, man, and it'll show you all how to use all that stuff and have a freaking soft possum hide. And to break a possum hide with all that stuff, we'll get you some finishing leather oil. And if you use all that stuff and do it right, you can soften a possum hide by hand, no problem. You don't need to do all kinds of crazy stuff. You just sit there and stretch on it, pull on it a little bit, and just crinkle it up. No problem, man. You soften it, no problem. It ain't a lot. You can do that with any hide. Well, except for like cow hides. Right on. That's cool, man. Happy to hear it. And so when I'm making these cuts, I'm looking for skin. And I don't want to find it because my freaking blade went through it. I want to find it because I just have entered that layer of it. So I'm just making small cuts as I go through here. This is very tedious right here. I'll tell you right now. Only because I'm doing it for taxidermy right now. And I usually don't. So I'm taking my time. This is a different order right here. Because I don't want them to be like, well, he didn't go all the way down in here, or this or that, whatever, I want this to be perfect. I freaking do. And my OCD is coming smooth out right now. Hey, I appreciate it, man. No, I don't. Right now, I just provide a hide tanning service. Hopefully one day I'll get to the point where I can sell my own stuff. Sometimes it's easy to lose that seam on this side of it. Can't really tell, man. Once you find it, though, you're good. There it is. All right, I've been looking for it for a minute. I was like, where did it go? might actually flesh this head on my shaving wheel right now before I take it out to the pressure washer, because I don't want to damage any of this with the pressure washer. So we might have to do this by hand, but there you go. That's the top, all the way around the nose. Totally split. And so that, when it gets mounted, will get tucked up into the mannequin and positioned however they need it. Hey man, find me a possum or something, get them set up and send me a bill with your autograph. Man, I will, bro. Go with my, I freaking will, alright? Go with my YouTube description and send me an email. Check out my email and let me get some shipping information and you'll have a freaking possum on the way to your house. For real. Okay, so that's the top. That's the most difficult part. You're going around the whiskers and all that. So now we just need to do this little bottom jaw. Not that big of a deal. But we're gonna have to have all that. So we're just gonna meet it where we started it, and I'm gonna get a new blade. This is definitely the most tedious part of, damn, these things are hard to get out, man. Golly. Right on. I want to start live doing mechanical work in my antique tractors, but I don't know how about all that. Oh yeah, you should, man. Well, you got to get like 50 subscribers, so start putting some videos out of you doing some stuff. Get the subscribers, and then start going live, dude. People will watch that, man. Anything like that at all, man, people are gonna watch. And they should, so they can learn something. So what I'm going to do is just kind of lightly go around and trace out this gum line on the bottom. It's a lot smaller, the skin's a lot thinner on the bottom, so it's going to go around and trace it out. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, you can. So I've just traced all that out. See, there's the top that we did. Here's the corners of the mouth right here. And now we just got to do this. Now, it's a lot thinner to do, a lot thinner skin, so we're gonna have to take our time with it. Yeah, I'm just getting it started. Man, it really is, dude. Like, I'm locked in on, like, I can't even think outside of what I'm doing right now. Like, any little, if I make a hole, it's gonna be a small one. I have not made a hole yet, but if I do, it's gonna be a small one, just because of how lightly I'm using this blade. And yeah, very, very tedious. Like, unbelievably, can't wait to be done with this. The other stuff around the eyes and stuff, around the eyes is going to be a little tedious, but definitely not this tedious. I'll tell you that right now. This is going to be the hardest part of this whole bear hide. Once I get this done, home free, man, we're going to be right where we need to be on it. Just making sure I get up in the crease of that mouth really well. All right. Oh yeah. That's good. Dang. We did it. Later, Delaney. Oh yeah. I had to go in there and get me a freaking drink of water a minute ago. So there's the bottom jaw. So it would sit up like this, bottom jaw, and there's the lips. That will be tucked in. All right. That's what we did there. Thin little piece of flap of skin, dude, on the thin skin of this bear. Holy crap. Alright. But we did it. We went all the way around, man. Let me go get some water real quick. Almost there. That's a freaking out. Thank you, dude. Thank you for watching, homie. I appreciate it. All right, so the eyes, super easy. I'll show you. There's the eyeball. You can see it. There it is. There's the membrane. We're gonna go right around that membrane, peel it up, and skin it all the way to the eyelash follicle. And then leave it. And then that'll be that. So we're gonna get this dude laid out how we want it. We want it just right there, easily accessible. All right, and we're just gonna start going around it. Gotta be real careful around that tear duct. It wants to, tear ducts is what gets a lot of people. When they're skinning eyes, it dips in, it's super thin. And I hate to get another blade, but I want to. Man. Alright. I might have to get another blade. Yeah, what's up, Adam? Alright, so that one's done. And there's like excess flesh around this membrane. And so I just removed that. And so that's what you have when you're done. You just have this flap that goes all the way around, all the way up to the eye, to the eyelid, and then you leave it. This is only for taxidermy, if you're mounting the animal. Otherwise, you just remove this. Yeah, it's weird. So yeah, it's just like the inside of the eyeball. There's a membrane that kind of just, I don't know, is just there. And I'm just peeling it up, and taxidermists use it to tuck the eyes in place. Kind of see, I'm just working it out. No, I just got some more. Are y'all wanting to go somewhere? Okay. I was worried. All right. Oh yeah, after the eyes, gonna go back up to the nose, and all I'm doing is just skinning the nose around the cartilage, and I'm gonna leave that on there for the taxidermist to do whatever they want to do with it. I'm just gonna leave the cartilage on there. They can take however much of it they want off to use. I want to leave plenty on for them. They can cut off wherever they don't need, All right, so there's the eyes right there. The eyes are done. Turned around. Freaky looking. All right, so we got the front of the nostrils, or the nose, exposed, so I'll push this hide back a little bit. And then you just want to start skinning around the top of that nose. It gets really thin in here. We're gonna flesh, okay, so after the nose, we're gonna go to the ears and split the ears all the way. And then I've decided that I'm gonna flesh this whole cape, the caped out part, with my shaving wheel. And that way I'm not hitting all this hard work with the pressure washer and screwing it up. You know, I'm gonna flush the body with the pressure washer and the arms and stuff, but the head, I'm not gonna touch it at all. But it's got to be flushed today, so we're gonna do it with the shaving wheel because it's a lot more delicate and precise. That's what we need for this. And I'm probably not gonna like around the nose and stuff. I'm gonna flush a little bit right there, but I'm probably gonna leave some of it on. I really like fleshing the face with my mini flesher. Once it's been in the pickle for a few days. What else got about it? Oh yeah, y'all saying what's up? Because that pickle will make the skin swell up, and it just makes it so much easier to get those thin areas when the skin has been swelled up. Kind of little, it's wet and everything, but it's a little stiff. So just makes it a little easier. But I'll wash all the blood out. Any remaining meat, I'll wash the blood out. But you can see there's not a lot because this has been in a pickle bath all night falling out. So that draws out a lot of blood and a lot of everything, really. It's just a safe way to be able to thaw out your bear hides. I was thawing a bear hide out during the summer one time, and that was, that's a difficult time to be thawing out a bear hide because bear hides, the skin wants to slip like as soon as it can. So I'm just going as far down. Now you see that that's cartilage that we're taking out of the freaking nose, all right? And we've gone around the front, but right there, man, I mean, we're going all the way to the front of the nose. Just little cuts, man. I mean, this is nothing you're gonna be like, wah, 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 you know. You're not gonna go crazy doing this. You'll have freaking holes everywhere. I don't do capes often. I know how to do them. And the fact that I don't do them often is what makes it to where it takes me a little bit of time, y'all. We're going as far as we can go on this nose. I mean, and so we're like turning that nose You can see the black, that's the black of the nose. Alright, we've gone up and underneath of it. See? And now the septum there will split it all the way down to the skin. Before you had all these tools, how did you do this? So, I just had a razor blade. I did a whole deer hide with a razor blade, a deer cape. You know, if there's a will, there's a way. We'll find a way. So you can see I still use some of the old stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's all good. Yeah, you can see, man, this is,
Oh, wow.
this is what's going on here. I got more out back salting right now, and I got some in the pickle bath, and I'm non-stop doing it. This is what I'm sitting here doing on this bear. I've split the eyes and just skinned down the nose, and I've split all the lips all the way around, and it's no holes, man.
Dude, that is tedious.
Oh yeah, with that razor blade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, all the way down that nose.
This is cool, man. Can I take a picture?
Oh yeah.
Sure. I wish his boys were here to see this. They would go crazy with it.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, this is and all these right here, they've been canned. And I oiled them last night, and I'm just letting them dry. I'm gonna throw them in the first tumble, man, and they'll change completely. It's still wet from being canned, but once they go in that first tumble, it's a different ball game.
Is that where he shot it? That hole right there?
Yeah, yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And everybody, most people like all them holes there, it's skin holes.
Oh.
But,
Not much you can do about that.
here's a pig right here that I'm about to do a little more softening too. It's not quite where I want it. I might put some more oil on it. But all these are still getting worked up. Oh yeah. But I'll show you something real quick. So this got pulled out last night, and he's canned, and I oiled him last night. Okay, but if he's not right where I want him to, this is homemade. Homemade. Look at this thing. It's called steak machine.
You built that?
Yeah, me and my dad did. So watch this. This is whenever I really want to get them soft, I'll have to put some more oil in. Let's put it in there.
So that's what you mean when you said it takes a long time to get them done or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta do that for a long time. And the garment can I use this right here to stand up like my top off. This is homemade too. It wasn't built for high pan, but it works pretty good. But it gives it that real velvety feel on the back and helps it out. But that machine on that table there for garment tan, I will spend a long time just taking them like this and running it over and sanding that skin down. And then this right here, this is another special tool that I've used on all the faces of these bears. They look rough right now. I used to get discouraged during this part of the process because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And then I throw them in my first tumbler, and now I got that. I've run everything through that. But, this guy wants this as a wall hanger. I'm still going to put more oil on it. So it's going to be way softer. I'm going to turn the head around. There's still more work to do to it.
Okay.
There's a lot of little fine details, man, to get them looking good. Like you send it off to a tanner. That's my goal at the end of all of it. To make it look like you just got it back in there.
Dude, that looks sweet, my boy.
All of it, dude. And all that's just some roadkill that I found. Like that beaver, that was the first beaver I ever canned. And it's not perfect. Like, I bought it from about a few years ago. It had all the holes in it.
Yeah.
Packed. But that's the first one I ever did, and they just way better. And it's still soft.
Yeah.
And the first, that's just good. I'm not proud of that top. That's something, that's an old one right there. He's not too soft. But that right there, that auto, I want to make something out of that. That's not garment paint. It's soft enough. That ain't thin down at all. You can see it's still, open and still. Old box had it down. Box it down on the side of the road and didn't grab none of that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm working on this bear, and then I'll got all these right here. And these right here, I'm just gonna throw all of them in my fur tumbler for about an hour and walk away. It'll do it for me. So I don't have to burn nothing by hand. I don't have to soften anything by hand at all.
The Indians used to do it with their teeth, I heard.
That's what my dad always tells me.
The other women.
Pass it around the squall and have it chew on it.
Yeah.
And that's a buffalo hide over there that my buddy brain canned several years ago. And he wanted to try to sell it. So I got it completely rehydrated and just do everything. I got it completely restored. Like,
Yeah, man, you need a big old shop, man.
I do,
Big
yeah.
old warehouse.
yeah, oh yeah. You see, I've got these 4 freezers right here, and I've just emptied them out. I mean, that's a giant cow hide right there. I had to pick up out of that big freezer and everything. It's still frozen. It'll sit there for freaking days, you know, until it finally thaws out. But I've just got these freezers here, and I can only keep so much in them. So I got a callback list that is just, you know, bigger than anything I had right here. So that's what I do, man. I just call it, I fill the freezers up, and pull them out and work them, and it's just non-stop. That's just what I'm doing.
All right, my man.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate y'all bringing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what he's gonna end up doing except for that one I know he's gonna do. Like that right there is gonna be the big one.
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
I know he wants to make some team house for the boys.
Yeah, we'll be able to.
I thought we used to make some underwear.
Yeah. Well, that'd be cool. I'd go swimming with that. No, man. Dude, that'd be great. Dude, I might do that, man. That's a good idea. All right, bro. Appreciate it. All right. Sorry, guys. I had a customer come in, bringing me some hides. So, and he had to bring them in to help me, help me load them up. So he came in here for the first time. He was like, "Oh wow!" So I had to show him around. I like right on, man. Whoa, Wolf, you've been hanging around, man. I appreciate it. All right, so now we're gonna look at the nose one more time. And right back at it. Kind of where we cut into the skin in the middle of the nose, we're just gonna peel that back and just get right up under that cartilage just enough. All right, the nose, look at that, that's it. Now the taxidermist will be able to prep this nose however they want to, but right here, it's skinned and 100% available to them to do whatever they want to do. So that's where that's at, and that's done. All right, so now we're coming up to the ear. There's always on every animal a piece of cartilage right there that comes off this ear bowl over onto the forehead. All right, we're gonna start right there. We're gonna get that. It's on every animal. So if you don't ever do this and you say you freaking are canning a possum or anything and you don't take this off, you can expect for that area to be distorted around the head. Just be looking for that because it's coming. You gotta take this off. You know. You'd be surprised if you flushed everything on the animal, head, everything carefully, you would have a freaking nice looking pelt. And leather oil is the key to having a soft hide. You got to have it. But leather oil can't penetrate correctly if you don't follow all the steps. Pickling the hide and tanning it. Because if you don't pickle a hide, you're not going to have an even tan. Period. You're just not going to. Look, that's where that just popped right off. Just fillet that off there. Now what I'm going to do is go around this entire ear bowl. Just going to peel up and cut this crap back to clean up around the ears so I can see what I'm working with, because what we're doing is we're separating the back. Come on now. We're separating the back of the ear from the cartilage that's on the inside of the ear, all the way up to the tip. Now this has taken me much longer than it normally does, just because this thing's getting mounted. It's taken me so much longer. I'm talking about way longer. Way longer than it normally would. I got a little timer up here, and I can see a little something that's showing me how long this live stream's been going on. And it's taking a minute. Oh yeah. Yeah, it just takes some time to do this, man. What? Oops. Alright. So I've peeled around the ear, see? That just shows separation that I'm looking for in here. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Dude, once we get these ears done, we're freaking home free, man. We're about to, I am gonna flush the majority of this on the flushing wheel, and then we'll go outside and just blast the rest off, man. All right, so there is that separation I've exposed. Bam, cartilage, back of the ear. We're just gonna start peeling that back. And we're gonna, normally I would cut the ear bulb completely off. But we're not gonna be able to do that on this one, because the taxidermist needs it for when they put their ear in. Ear liner, whatever they do. Which I just realized is only gonna make it more easier to split this ear all the way. And that sucks, because most of the time I can cut this bulb off and can kind of work my magic that way a little better, because I can get more of my fingers in there. But I think we're going to be able to make this work, because one, we have to, and two, there's no other way right now. So we're going to do what we got to do, straight up. So you can see, I'm just going down that. As I pull, I see these white little fibers, and I just sever them as they expose themselves. So that's it. You don't want to try to do too much right now. Just want to do whatever it allows you to do. Okay, I can tell you right now, we're going to have to put something up in here, press on this thing or something, because I can't. There we go. So I'm pressing on that, and it's showing it just like that. That means there's precision in it, and if the customer could watch, I'm sure they would be pretty happy. Heck yeah, that's a fact. Yep, gotta be. Oh, this is gonna work out great. That's the key too. You know, whatever you're doing, believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it and it's going to be just fine. There's always a possibility that it's not going to be fine, and that's okay. Maybe next time will be, you know? You'll never know, man. You'll never know. But every time I do something, man, especially with these highs, I really try to do the best I can. Now, have I taken some shortcuts before? Oh yeah. You better believe it. But it taught me to not take shortcuts anymore. Just do it how you're supposed to do it, and it's going to be great. So we have gone down that much. Oh man. All right, here we go. See it. What's up, Delaney? You can see, man, we freaking going down that ear. Now, you gotta be careful on the edges of the ear. You can split that thing, no problem. All right, man. I'll be here, just quiet. All right, right on. Right on. Alright. That is a full split. I'll clean up that cartilage at a later time. We need to hurry up and get this bear done. What's up? Oh, man. Boy, he had a sticker in his ear. So funny. Put a like, put a comment, and a subscription. Spend too much time with a bear. Crap-pee-pee. Alright. Nothing was better in bright daylight. thanks for stopping on in. Come back anytime now. You hear? Oh, God, help me. I don't want to be here anymore. Alright, I'm slightly losing my mind. Just slightly. My heart is pounding deep inside. Thought I was doing fine. I got getting done with this bear on my mind. Yep. I see a bear's face and then I turn, walk away. Oh, thank God. Alright, look. That's a bear ear. Dude, so much work. Alright. Now, redirect your attention to this thingy dingy. So much work. Oh gosh. Painful. Painful to think about. Ow. Owie. Alright. Need some nicotine. Oh, boy. Big old team. Alright. 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 I'm always checking the hair, man. Because, dude, this thing can start slipping, man. Like, oh my gosh. Good. That would suck. But in reality, it wouldn't be my problem. Anyway. So we're going to start somewhere. Shaving wheel. Flushing machine. Whatever you want to call it. Hey, we're just focused on the face right now. I would normally wait and do this, but being that this is of different circumstances, I'm going to go for it right now. Oh yeah. Oh boy. It's gonna be a good bear hide. It's gonna be a good bear hide. Just gotta keep freaking telling myself that. Oh, it's scary. What's up, man? Music taste, I prefer bluegrass or Christian worship music or George Strait, a little country, you know what I mean? What about you? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do that on here. Nope. I'll tell you the good thing about doing this is I ain't gonna have to do it later. So that's pretty sweet. But I will clean it up a lot more thoroughly later. I'm not finishing this job this flushing job. I'm just doing the bulk of it right now. Good night. Oh God, come on. Heck yeah, man. Do what you gotta do. I'm about done with all this tedious stuff today. About done with all of it. As soon as I get this bear done, oh my gosh. I did not think that it was going to be all this. I really didn't. It's okay though. It's been good work. Heck yeah, I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, they're getting some good stuff. You're gonna get some good stuff back. bear head looked like before. We'll clean all this up later, but I just wanted to get around the main parts so I don't mess it up with my pressure washer. Alright, so let's lay this out here. See what we got. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let me show you. Happy with that for now. So later on, after I pickle it, I'll go through and clean up around the lips and stuff. But right now, that's gonna be fine. But all that's fleshed around the ears, top of the head, fleshed. So now I'm gonna take it out and do all that. Hey, country meat is all right. But y'all, unfortunately, I cannot take the camera back there because my freaking phone's about to die. So I'm gonna have to end the live stream right now so I can go back here and finish this bear hide and call it a day. So, man, Wolf Arcus, man, I appreciate you watching, dude. I appreciate all your comments, man. And I'm gonna be trying to do another one, hopefully tomorrow, flushing a cowhide. So check me out on that. I'm not sure exactly when I'm gonna be doing that, but hopefully you can watch it. So y'all, I'm gonna bounce out of here and I'm gonna go flush this bear hide. And I appreciate y'all watching, man. Y'all